Hey adventurers! Today we're diving into the magical world of Fantasy Springs at Tokyo DisneySea. If you're a Disney park lover like me, stick around. I'm here to share all the tips and tricks to help you get into Fantasy Springs as smoothly as possible. Fantasy Springs is the latest addition to Tokyo DisneySea, and it's absolutely enchanting. This area is inspired by Disney fairy tales like Frozen, Peter Pan, Tangled, and more, and it brings all of them to life in the most magical way. There are 4 incredible rides to check out and even a Fantasy Springs hotel. So if you want to totally immerse yourself in the Disney experience, you definitely want to check that out. There's 4 main areas in Fantasy Springs: Peter Pan's Neverland, Rapunzel's Forest, Frozen Kingdom, and the Fantasy Springs Hotel.
We made it! Yay! We made it to Fantasy Springs! So exciting! And our first ride of the day at DisneySea will be
Peter Pan.
Peter Pan! We got the DPA for this, so hopefully we can skip a bit of line, and we'll update you on waiting time if you get the priority to pass. Let's see!
Peter Pan's Neverland include 2 rides, Peter Pan's Flight and Fairy Tinkerbell's Busy Buggies.
お願いいたします。1枚目スライドしていただいて、2枚目バッチリです。お願いします。
お願いします。
インターベル、行くぞ。
オープニング開拓説明行くぞ。待ってくれよ。
We're sitting at the back. We just came out from the Peter Pan ride, and it took us around 10 minutes from starting point to get to the end where we get on the ride. The ride is around 5 minutes where you wear a sunglass, and there's visuals when you board a boat as well. It's actually a pretty cool ride, but a little bit dizzy. If you have motion sickness, this one may not be for you. I love how it's all decked out with iconic photo spots like Smee Scarecrow and iconic pirate ship. There's also a restaurant here called the Lookout Cookout, where you can dine by reserving a time slot on mobile order. Next area is the Fantasy Springs Hotel, where there's a lot of beautifully sculpted fountains of iconic Disney characters all decked out. There's also a gift store here next to the hotel entrance. Unfortunately though, you can only enter the hotel if you're a hotel guest, so guests will have to come back next time. Now you can't visit Fantasy Springs without checking out the amazing merchandise. The gift store is located on the ground floor of Fantasy Springs Hotel near the sculpted fountains. So many cute things. They got a whole section on Peter Pan. They also have Tinkerbell towels for 3,200 yen. Well, how much is this? 950. There's a lot of omiyage such as cookies and chocolate in very cute tin or box packaging, which is a common practice in Japan when returning from a trip to give a gift to friends or colleagues. They have such a nice ear. What is this? Now we're going into Arendelle. Now, one of my favorite is the Frozen Kingdom. When I walk into that area, it just really feels like you're in the kingdom of Arendelle that is filled with the warm and celebratory atmosphere, with the streets of Arendelle and the castle, which makes it super magical. The ice palace created by Elsa also stands tall in the distance of the North Mountain as well. And you will definitely need to check out the banquet hall, which leads me to the next point. For lunch, we stopped by the Royal Banquet of Arendelle restaurant, and it's just like walking into Frozen's banquet hall. You know, that castle with all the pictures on the wall? For this restaurant, like Lookout Cookout at Peter Pan's area, you will need to select a time slot and place the dining order online before heading in. I would suggest going there earlier and scan that QR code and place a time slot because it gets very full and fill up the time slot very quickly on the day because it is so popular. So we just got our order for our lunch at Arendelle Hall. If you can see, very pretty. One is a seafood pie and one is a beef pie. And here we got this set here, and then we also came with 2 souvenirs as well. You can order everything on the app, and this is what it looks like. We've got one fork and spoon set, as well as a mat, a table mat. It looks so cute. It's got a fantasy spring on it. So we're gonna go ahead now and eat. So hungry. Here, Olaf dessert, then a pie. It comes with some mashed potato as well as a salad. On top of that, it does come with a bun as well, wrapped in this packaging with Tokyo DisneySea on it. So the pattern's a bit different. This one's just one snowflake. This one a few snowflakes. Not sure which one is which yet. We'll see once we scoop it. It also comes with a drink as well if you want to get the set. Actually, I think it's just sets available. Ooh, I think this is the seafood. Ooh, it's got pasta in it. Interesting. So that means the one that I have is the beef one. Alright, let's give this a try. And it's got some smoked salmon on the salad. Doesn't have any dressing on it. Like creamy potato with some pesto crisps on it. I don't think there's anything inside the bun, so you can just put stuff in here. It's got some cauliflower and, interestingly, pasta on it inside as well. Hot. Alright, now I'm gonna try the half of the seafood. This looks like lobster bisque. The seafood one tastes like lobster bisque. Like creamy lobster bisque or crab soup. What kind of seafood have you had?
Fish. Yeah.
Fish? Fish, mussels. Yeah, probably a mix of that. And mixed seafood. Cheers. Okay, the last thing that we have is this dessert. Ooh. I think this is a mochi. And then underneath we've got some maybe chocolate mousse here. Let's give this a mochi a try. So cute, we got Olaf on here. It's
got some lemony taste to it. It's quite nice.
The food was delicious and the portion was quite big. I couldn't quite finish mine, especially with the bun on the side. It was 3,500 yen per set, and out of the two, I think I prefer the beef pie. The meal was quite filling and we were able to last for the rest of the day without much snacks before dinner in a cold winter day. Next, let's talk about the 4 main rides in Fantasy Springs. First, there's the Peter Pan's Flight to Neverland, which is an immersive 3D ride that flies you through the skies with Peter Pan and the Darling Children. Second, we have the Rapunzel Lantern Voyage, which is a beautiful boat ride through scenes from Tangled. And then we have the Frozen Ever After, which is a breathtaking journey through the magical world of Arendelle and relive some of the Frozen story. And lastly is the Fairy Tinkerbell's Busy Buggies, which is a whimsical ride perfect for the younger ones or the young at heart. We decided to hop on the Peter Pan's Flight to Neverland and Rapunzel's Lantern Voyage. Since I've already experienced the Frozen ride in Hong Kong, I wanted to try something new this time. Now, let's talk about the Peter Pan's Flight first. It was a super fun 6-minute boat ride with an immersive 3D experience. You get to team up with Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, and the Lost Boys, as well as the Darling Children on a wild adventure to save John from Captain Hook and his pirates. It's pretty thrilling, but I must admit a little bit dizzying with all the movements on the boat. As for Rapunzel's Lantern Voyage, is this gorgeous, peaceful boat ride that lasts about 5 minutes, and you get to experience Rapunzel's best day ever, from her romantic moments with Flynn Rider to visiting some iconic spots from the movie. Now, getting onto the rides in Fantasy Springs can be quite tricky, especially during busy times like the holidays. When we visited, we needed either a standby pass or Disney Premier Pass to even just get into Fantasy Springs area and onto the rides. However, the restricted access to Fantasy Springs can change depending on how high and low season of the park is, so make sure to check the app or on the website for updates. However, it is most likely that you will need some sort of pass to get on the rides in this area. The standby pass is free and it puts you on a virtual queue with a dedicated time slot. Just grab it as soon as you enter the park using the Tokyo Disney Resort app. And if you're okay with spending a little extra, the Disney Premier Pass gives you priority access to the rides, so you can skip the long waits and get straight to the fun. So here's how we scored our passes. We heard it's smart to arrive early, so we got to the entrance around 7:30 a.m. and we already had a queue in front of us. By 8:30 a.m. they started letting people in. It was super busy because we went on a Sunday during the holiday season. By 9 a.m. we were able to get through the security and enter into the park. At that time, I focused on getting the Premier Passes and my partner went for the standby passes on our apps. Honestly, we went on the app as soon as we can, and by 9:10, the standby passes for Rapunzel's were almost gone. Now with Peter Pan's ride, because we tried to get the Disney Premier Pass on it, it had better availability. So we grabbed a pass for before 10:50 a.m. And by 9:30 a.m., I kid you not, almost all the passes, both standby and the Disney Premier Passes, were completely gone. So yeah, getting there early is definitely the key. And if we hadn't lined up early, we wouldn't have gotten anything. Now, Fantasy Spring is stunning both day and night. We had the opportunity to visit both times. During the day, it's full of vibrant colors and bustling energy. And at night, the lighting really gives this magical, glowing romantic atmosphere, and you've got to see both if you can. The last area in Fantasy Springs leading to the exit is the Rapunzel forest, where the tower stands, and because we came back at night, we're able to see the lined up lanterns all lit up, which makes it extra magical and romantic. One of my absolute favorite moments was from Rapunzel's lantern voyage. It's such a beautiful, relaxing ride, and it perfectly captures the romance of Tangled. The night view just makes it super special. So, is Fantasy Springs worth it? 100% yes. The attention to details, the immersive ride, and the overall magical experience make it a must visit. And even if you're not staying at the Disney hotel, you can still have an amazing time with a little planning and some insider tips. Thanks for joining me on this magical adventure through Fantasy Springs at Tokyo DisneySea. If you found these tips helpful, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more Disney magic. Comment down below also, who's your favorite Disney character? Until next time, keep the adventure and magic alive. I'll see you on the next one.
Bye, Fantasy Spring.